So it's the Spike and Rarity episode that you'd think you'd be waiting for,
Mm-hmm.
but in the end, it kind of like it delivers, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
This episode, okay, this episode's a mixed bag with
Mm-hmm.
me for two reasons. One, on the positive side, Spike was good.
Yeah.
You know, I thought he was good in this episode. He was good character, had good
He's
lines.
finally not the punching bag.
Yeah, his and Owlish's chemistry is funny.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't think a dragon and an owl would have comedic chemistry, but they
Nope.
do. Um, One of the negative sides is, I mean, I get it, she was possessed, but God, they made Rarity bad.
I actually loved Rarity in this episode.
I mean, I liked her, but and the main problem wasn't the fact that she was bad. It was the fact that she was bad, and Spike didn't do anything until like halfway through the second half.
Okay.
And I don't know, like I like the setup and premise of the episode, the characters, but I don't know, I'm still on the execution, but we'll get into that as we talk about it.
Yeah. So, how about you start off the episode for us, Mr. Snakeskin?
Oh, okay. So this opens up like, well, how every other Spike and Rarity episode starts up at the boutique.
Yep.
Spike being Rarity's mule, and Rarity being like, "Oh my stars!" Well, to be fair, it doesn't technically start there. It starts at the children's fair, I think it is.
Yeah, the Foal and Philly fair. And did you
Yeah,
notice that you saw Sweetie Belle's parents again?
yeah, I did see that actually. I was watching that and I was like, "Oh, Mr. and Mrs. whatever their
Belle.
last name is." Can we assume that their last name is Bell?
Because Rarity Belle actually sounds pretty cool.
I mean, Sweetie Belle could just be one of those names like Mary Sue or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think Sweetie Belle is white trash enough.
We should also not be going this deep and complex into it.
Into the dark symbolisms of Sweetie Belle's name. You're right. You're right.
The dark implications of such.
So Sweetie, man, we could talk for hours on anything about this show.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, so it cuts to Rarity's house. Well, I keep
Rarity's
saying
boutique.
yeah, but it is her house. But anyway,
Yeah.
so she's making this big cart thing for this puppet guy who's gonna be put on a puppet show for the kids, a unicorn dude, and it's all studded out with it's all gold. It's gold plated, studded out with rubies and sapphires and emeralds and whatever the fuck the purple ones are called. And
Amethysts.
amethyst.
Amethyst. Yep.
It sounds like I have a list. Amethyst. Amethyst. Ugh. Anyway, so she brings it to the guy, and he's like, by the way, I love the puppeteer's accent.
Yes.
Because it was so cheesy and kind of over the top, like almost every male actor in the show, but it was funny. It was like, what is this? Oh. It was
It's
crap.
too small for my puppets.
Yeah, he was like if James Hetfield talked how he sang. except instead of rah, it's an you know.
It's
So he hates
whiskey in the
this
jarro.
that puppet guy was a dick.
Well, here's the thing. I think I understand both sides of the story. Honestly, I think this puppet guy should have given Rarity actual dimensions on how big the window should be for his puppets.
Yeah.
And that it should be mobile and all this other stuff. It's like, now you just bringing this crap up? Why didn't you do that in the first place?
Yeah, normally whenever someone contracts someone to build something, they give them a little thing called the blueprints, or at least some kind of schematics on how they want it to look.
Yeah.
Rome wasn't built in a day; it was built on a shitload of paper with some drawings and some stones and chisels. But anyway, but at the same time, you know, you didn't have to be an asshole about it.
Yeah.
So Rarity's devastated, and okay, when when she it's to the boutique, she's like, "Well, I failed," and Spike's like, "No, dude, you're fine." And
Yeah.
I've made a comment before on how with Rarity, she's the only character that whenever she's sad, you can never take it seriously. And this one,
Yeah.
I almost took it seriously because, like, she's crying the mascara's right, and she's, her pride and stuff's hurt this time. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, man, I can actually take this seriously. Then she levitates over a gallon of ice cream and starts eating it. And she made the cutest sound when she ate it.
She's
She
like,
was like,
nom,
nom,
nom.
nom. She was like, yeah, nom, nom. I'm like, oh my god, that's too adorable.
Oh, gosh.
It's really something how
Introducing Rarity, the only pony that can pull off every single sad, girly stereotype out there.
And make it funny.
And make it funny, yeah.
I can't help but feel that at this point, Rarity's supposed to be a parody of something.
I would not know what parody that would be, though.
Well, Spike figures, okay, you know what? I'm going to do something to help my girl out. So he goes to the castle from Castlemania for some reason.
Yeah, I never understood why he went there anyway.
There's no rhyme or reason to why he goes there. He's just like if you came up to the street and asked him, "Yo, Spike, why'd you go to the Castlemania castle?" He'd be like, "For my girl." He's like, "But why there specifically? Why not Twilight's library?"
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "For the lulz." So he goes there, him and Owlicious,
why
again,
not?
for some
shits
reason.
And giggles.
Friendship and giggles. He's looking, he finds some books, and he pulls this one book which reveals a secret passage.
Secret passage!
Secret door, secret door.
Secret.
It's a secret.
To everybody, yeah. Except
so he opens the door. So it opens the door, and then he sees, then there's a stairway to, darkness or something.
Mm-hmm.
A stairway to hell. Which it made me think, damn, another Luigi's Mansion reference. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he's walking up there, grabs the book, and
it has spikes
actually, you know what it
too.
reminds me of? It kind of reminds me a bit of the altar where the lamp sat on Aladdin, the Cave of Wonders.
Yes.
Yeah. The Cave of Wonders. And the book has a spell called Inspiration Manifestation, and it's like, why?
He said it.
Well, but it's like, why are they saying the name of titles in episodes?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Is that the thing to do?
I guess.
Should we start? Well, I mean, technically we say that in the episode anyway, but should we start saying, "Hi, we are the Undercover Brony."
Yeah.
And stuff. Anyway, so he goes back. Rarity takes the book and reads a passage out of it. And then she gets creepy green eyes, which I gotta be honest. When I saw the promotional, when I saw some flash pictures of Rarity with the green eyes, I almost thought, wait, are the changelings involved?
That's what I thought too. What about headcanon time? What about if this spell book is what created Chrysalis and the changelings' magic?
Huh. That could make sense, if you think of that.
And the other thing is, that could be a reason why Celestia and Luna have it in that library.
They wanted to create the changelings?
No, they probably saw that the changelings were created, and they locked it away for safekeeping. Hence why it was behind a wall and chain.
That season 4 finale better give us some answers.
I know, right?
So he brings it back to Rarity. She reads a passage, her eyes glow, blah blah blah, and then at the spur of her will, she could create anything at any point, at any point that she wants. Like she could create a giant golden she creates the puppet thing in a matter of seconds, and then he's super impressed, and then she gets the idea, I'm going to beautify all of Ponyville. To which, I thought of this midway through the episode, but I'm like, oh my god, Rarity finally gets her madness episode. Pinkie Pie was Party of One, Twilight was Lesson Zero, Scootaloo's was Sleepless in Ponyville,
Yep.
Sweetie Belle's was from the Sweetie Belle Toils, Applejack's, I guess, was Applebuck season, but I would almost throw Bats in there because she's talking about killing things.
Yeah.
Fluttershy's was, I don't know, putting your hoof down.
Probably either that or Hurricane Fluttershy.
Either two. So I'm like, yes, we finally see Rarity's
What about
twisted
Dash?
side.
What about Dash?
I guess technically it still counts as Sonic Rainbow.
I guess, because she does have a little bit of a breakdown there.
I would almost actually throw up Traja, just because she's so hell bent for hell bent for Darren Do. So anyway, well, you take it from here. We're almost halfway through the episode.
So basically, Rarity decides that because she wants to beautify Ponyville, she goes into like this alleyway with Spike. Or no, she's actually back in the boutique. And, she's like, you know what? We're gonna, or before this, she's like, Spike, will you let me keep the book a few more hours and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I don't see why not. Aloysius is, really suspicious of Spike, which, by the way, I want to make a little idea of what could be the relationship between Spike and Aloysius. What if Aloysius is like Spike's conscience?
Symbolically?
Yeah.
I could see that. He seemed to understand. I mean, after the first Who joke, he seemed to understand what Aloysius was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least the gist of what he meant.
Mm-hmm.
But,
okay, but anyway, so next day, Spike, he goes to the boutique, and he sees flashing lights all over. He gets brought out by Rarity with like a disheveled mane and, creepy eyes and just like, and she's like, I just made the fall line for the next 15 seasons.
What if that is a hint by the show that they're gonna last 15 seasons? Oh yeah. Friendship is Magic is gonna be like the original Law and Order. It's gonna go on for like 20 years, but after like the 5th or 6th season, almost none of the original cast is gonna be there, and then there's gonna be spin-off shows that end up being better than the original after the original cast left.
Yeah. That would be kind of cool.
That would be actually. But anyway,
let's just hope it doesn't go a Simpsons route where it's like it was good up until the 10th season.
10th? I would have said it was good until the 7th.
Maybe anyway, I'm thinking of Family Guy.
Oh, you're not wrong, but you're not right. Damn it. Anyway, so yeah, that happens. And then she goes around Ponyville. I like how the first pony she goes to is Applejack.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know Applejack. I'm like, yeah, shipping isms. So Applejack has a simple cart. Just a simple apple cart. A kind of apple cart you wouldn't know. Like if you saw it, you wouldn't point it out.
Apple cart.
If you saw,
1, 2, 3.
If you saw it, you'd just be like, "That's another apple cart." There's nothing significant about it.
Yeah, that right cart. There. When Spike does that puppet theater thing, and then he like counts on his fingers, like, "Oh, I said that 3 times." Oh well, it's like, huh? It was still funny, but it's like, huh?
So then fucking Rarity decides to turn into a goddamn apple chariot.
Yeah.
I like how Carrot Top was there. Yeah, Carrot Top, most underrated background pony.
Yep.
God damn it.
Stupid sexy Applejack.
Stupid sexy Applejack. And I was just like, what the hey? And then Rarity, this should have been sketchy to Spike, and you can see he's kind of starting to doubt her. Well, after this. She's like, I don't want any pony to know. Mm-hmm. So it's like evil Rarity knows. Wait, evil Rarity. Okay, Little Miss Rarity
yes.
knows that she's committing not crimes, but they're more like acts of significant annoyance. Mm-hmm. So she's like, don't tell any pony. And you can really see evil Rarity manipulate him. But I had to think to myself, this really isn't too different from Rarity in general anyway. Not what she's doing, but the manipulation of Spike.
I'm going to bring up 2 references here. The first one is a reference to King Midas everything he
Oh, the
touches
Midas
turns into
reference
gold.
comes later.
Yeah, but the other one is that you notice how when Spike is being manipulated, it's just like, oh, I have to be showered with admiration and praise. Isn't that a Timmy Turner reference? You remember that episode, don't you?
I used to like that show.
In the frickin' toy store.
No, I remember.
With the helicopters and missiles.
Where Trixie goes fucking nuts.
Yes.
Rarity Trixie, what the fuck's her name? Trixie Tang.
Yeah.
Rarity was Trixie Tang in this episode, but
Yep.
in this episode, but in that episode.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck. I haven't thought about that show in a long time. Timmy Tootie ship is a better ship anyway.
Yeah.
So that all that madness happens. Then Rainbow Dash is kicking clouds. She's a cloud kicker.
Ah, see what I did there?
And Rarity's like, I'm gonna make you fab, doll. And so she zaps a dress, a nice looking dress, on Rainbow Dash.
Looks like something that like Esmeralda would wear or something like that.
From Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can also see someone like Jasmine wear it too.
Jasmine?
Yeah.
I can see Jasmine rocking combat boots, okay? That chick is awesome.
Yeah.
So anyway, so then Spike's like, dude, this is getting cray. This is getting mad cray. Mm-hmm. And Owlicious is like, cray. No shit, man. So,
by the way, Rarity's like, we're gonna keep this secret between the three of us. The three of us? Yeah. You, me, and the book.
And the book.
I'm like, what?
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Twilight Zone reference. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so wait, so does that mean symbolically every pony will turn into Twilight? Oh my god, that's what's gonna happen. They're not all gonna become Alicorns, they're all just gonna fuse with Twilight, so her friends are with her forever.
That sounds like an even weirder and more twisted version of Cupcake Dress.
Yeah, except the dress is in her heart.
It's like we're best friends, but closer. Pulls up his shirt.
You see a giant heart. It's like, what the fuck, SpongeBob?
Oh, gosh.
Steven Hillenburg, you magnificent bastard. I used to like SpongeBob, but then the movie came out, and then SpongeBob went down the crapper.
Yeah, every episode after that, except for Truth or Square, was kind of funny.
That was kind of
funny. Especially I didn't know this was a play.
Rip off.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, this is one of my favorite parts. They go to a children's birthday party. They got cake. They got ice cream. They've got mariachi. I saw that. I'm like, orale, patos! Really quick, I want to give a...
Okay, you stop.
Really quick, I want to give a shout out to an awesome act called Metalachi.
Yeah.
A metal band that does mariachi. They're fucking epic. I'm not even kidding.
You need to show that to me. That sounds awesome.
Oh, they're good. So, Rarity turns the cake Rarity turns a big thing of Jello into an ice sculpture. She turns all the finger food into hors d'oeuvres.
Yep.
She turns the mariachi into classical musicians player. One of them being Octavia.
Yes.
How the fuck long has it been since we saw Octavia? Wasn't it the best night ever? Unless we want to count her clone in Apple Family Reunion.
I think she was in Sweet and Elite for a second.
Huh. Well, anyway, but headcanon. So it was a dude that they turned into Octavia. So I have a thought. Did Octavia have a sex change at some point, and Rarity turned her back into a mare?
Oh my gosh. Dude.
It's a thought.
It's a horrifying thought. What about if they just got transported from Canterlot? Like, all of a sudden, you have, like, this high society thing, and all of a sudden, da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da.
Well, actually, that would imply that Octavia still got her job, and that Pinkie Pie didn't ruin her career. So, technically, there goes a plot element for a lot of Octavia Vinyl Scratch romance fan fictions. Fan fictions burn today, symbolically. So that should happen, and then I believe after this, I think this is when Spike attempts to take the book back.
No, actually, there's a little bit more. So Pinkie comes back, and she's like, happy birthday to you, huh? Looks at everything. But then Spike is like, Spike's like, maybe we should take a break. And Rarity's like, no, we're not going to take a break. And she zaps this crystal outfit onto Spike.
Oh yeah, she gives him this big crystal armor, and he falls to the ground. And she's like, "Come along, Spike." And he's like, "I can't move." Twilight comes on. And she's like, "Hey, Spike, you see any weird people around?" "No." What's with the outfit? I felt like sporting it. You got a problem, bitch?
Oh, it's like, I'm trying a new outfit. You like? I'm just like, oh gosh.
The way he said that, and how he was just laying down, sprawled out like this. I'm like, you animal, Spike.
Yeah. But the other thing is, I love how Owlish just like lands directly on his chest, and it like his eyes boring into Spike, and it's just like, you know what you fucking did.
Yeah.
But anyway, then Mayor Mare comes up, and she's like, Twilight.
She's still alive, apparently.
Somewhere after that pink mane dyeing scandal, But anyway, Mayor Mare comes up, and it's like, Princess Twilight, wait, the town hall's been turned to crystal, and there's ponies trapped inside. Which I'm like, I wonder if that's a Fright Fest reference. Because over at our Six Flags over here, for Fright Fest, they'll, bring, they have this observation deck that you could go up, 300 feet. They bring it all the way up. They sticker on people look like they're trapped, and they put fake flames in it. So it looks like they're 300 feet up with flames behind them, and they're trapped and can't get out.
Clever.
But what's even more clever is that there are literally people who will call the fire department saying, there are people trapped in there.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Hey guys, let's poke fun at hey Park, let's poke fun at a really horrific situation for people.
Yeah.
That'll bring the kids.
Scary.
So then, and now comes the Yellow Brick Road?
Yes.
Okay, follow the Yellow Brick Road. Rarity turns all the streets of goddamn Ponyville into gold. And that's where I thought, got the Midas touch. Although, noticeably, everything that she did make had, a gold base to it.
Yeah.
It was gold, but they stuck on, with some gems and stuff.
Yeah.
Spike tries to swipe the book, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Admiring your hotness."
Yeah.
Okay. Aloysius distracts her. He grabs the book, fucking eats it.
Yeah. I'm just like, oh, he's gonna have severe indigestion, along with a severe diarrhea afterwards.
New headcanon: Spike is the reincarnation of Snorlax. It makes sense, though. You love it. You love it. You alright over there?
Good God, why did you have to bring that up?
Then Rare...
I'm fine.
Okay, you're looking...
No, I'm just
You're
kidding.
looking pretty red, dude. So So the book has given its powers to Rarity, and
Mm-hmm.
she doesn't need the book anymore. So she's like, I'm going to this city and
Yep.
this city. It's like you get a makeover and you get a makeover.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gets makeovers. Princess Celestia is here. Sorry, I had an Oprah moment.
Look under your
Um,
seat. You may find a pony plushie underneath.
Better not be a Lyra plushie.
I know exactly which Lyra plushie you're talking about, and I am not happy about it.
So, but then Spike does. So Spike defeats her by, now that I think about it, doing exactly what Applejack did in simple ways,
Mm-hmm.
telling the truth.
And you notice in the back of the
Oh wait,
spell.
technically, Simple Ways is a Rarity freak out episode. So
Yeah, you could see that too. But anyway, I think they even flash back to it. It's like, only when true words have spoken will you be set free. I'm like, they did it. Oh, wow, they did it. You know.
friendship, fuck that. Honesty is magic in this show.
Yeah, totally.
So Spike basically says, you've become a horrible bitch. She's like, horrible? And then that snaps her out of her. A little anticlimactic because I would hope they would have dragged it out a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, what the hell happened? And he's like, dude, shit. And then she's like, oh my god, thanks, Spike, and hugs him.
Or it's like, look at Ponyville, and she's like, what happened? You happened. I'm like, oh boy. Great. So they hug. And then Spike's reading the letter. Twilight bursts into the library.
Spike!
All disheveled. Don't ever take a book
Ever.
out of the ancient castle without my permission again. Do you know how many hours Cadence and Luna had to come with to help me with this mess?
They have
Yeah,
more
all that
important
kind of
things
dark
to do
magic.
than clean up Ponyville.
All that dirt magic. Right? Dirt magic. That's intriguing.
Dirt magic. So
But Spike's like...
Spike just looks at her and he's like,
you
bitch, you ratchet.
It's like, you're not looking too good. Hey, it's what friends do.
I'm just being honest. Don't hate,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Waka waka.
Waka
So yeah,
waka. Alright, let's go.
So yeah, that was this episode. Unfortunately, again, not another episode where there's not a lot to talk about. And about what I was saying about the letdown-ish, okay, I was really hoping that they would play more onto the impact, like Spike and Randy's relationship, like when he was fighting with her,
Mm-hmm.
like taking away less time from the beautifying and giving more time to their development.
But considering
Because it
Megan
should have
McCarthy, despite Megan McCarthy's tweet, or the BabsCon thing,
Yeah,
that
I was hoping.
still pisses me off.
I was hoping that this be the episode possibly where Spike realizes that he's not like he gives up on Rarity.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unfortunately, they probably won't do that in the show because we need that comedy. But
Yeah.
it's a hopeful thing.
Yeah, I know.
So I don't know. I'm not too hot on this one. Anything's better than Three's a Crowd, but I'm just saying I liked the premises. I liked what went down. I liked the episode, but at the same time, I'm just kind of on it. So I'll give this one like a 7.4.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah. I'm
Just an average episode, kind of, but with some memorable moments. Though.
Yeah.
Okay, so 7.6.
I'm gonna give this a 7.7 because, like you did say, it's instant alright episode sprinkled with bits that are actually really good. So
yeah,
I really did enjoy this episode, and I did have a lot of fun with it, especially Rarity going nuts.
That was the highlight. Was Rarity going? Tabitha St. Germain is the best actress, like in Canada.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why is she not in movies? Why are we not funding her?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was it. That's really all there is to say about it.
Yeah. So, do you have any sort of outro for this, good sir?
Another Spike episode next week. He's got to carry a flag.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Let's hope it's good, because Dave Polsky writes it.
I think with Megan McCarthy, too.
No, that was this episode. It was Megan McCarthy and Corey Powell.
Yeah. Oh, that's
So,
another thing. Megan McCarthy and Corey Powell. You would think this would be bitching.
yeah.
Okay, so I go from 7.6 to 7.5 just because of letdown from the authors. Fucking hell. But yeah, that's it. That's it from us, pretty much.
Yep, pretty much. So we'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.
Um, thing.
Yeah. Bye.